Well, since Toho took my reaction video down 4 times last night and 3 times this morning, I figured this is about the only thing I can do. So, Godzilla Minus 1, Trailer 1. Let's discuss.
ShinRobjira.
Now I'd like to start off with a little lacquered finish called tone, because the tone from the very first teaser to the very second teaser to this trailer right here is pretty much on par with what we've seen. The focus on destruction and the perils that the country of Japan is going to be going through is right there, dead center, in the spotlight, and I'm completely about it. While the trailer does more so focus on Godzilla and his destruction and such, which isn't a bad thing, it really does give off a feeling of this might just be one of the most important and integral human casts we've seen in a Godzilla movie, even beyond the likes of Shin Godzilla and then some. And personally, I quite like that approach. You know, if you're going to have humans in a Godzilla movie, it would be nice if you could kind of relate with the situation and really see things through their eyes and all that. So the fact that, again, this peril, the destruction, the obvious and clear stance that Japan is very much in a bad way, I like that. This is the human side stuff that I like to see in Godzilla movies. I'm very much interested. I cannot wait. Visually, I mean, the movie looks gorgeous. We're shown scenes of destruction. We're shown train cars getting tossed around like they're nothing. And it doesn't look flawed. Yeah. I genuinely think, I really do believe, Monsterverse actually has some competition because the CG in this like trailer, this movie, looks really, really damn good. And I like that Toho and Yamazaki are kind of putting their foot down. It's like, okay, all CG Godzilla from Toho. If it's going to be all CGI, make it look flawless. And so far, everything we've seen looks flawless. It looks great. It looks beautiful. And it's nice, I mean, at least as far as we've seen, to see a Japanese Godzilla production kind of meet toe-to-toe with a US Godzilla production in terms of its visuals. Now, I love Shin Godzilla front to back. I love everything about it, but even I can admit there was a few wonky shots in there. Listen, just because I like Shin Godzilla doesn't mean I can't criticize it. There's a couple things I can criticize about that movie. It's been 7 years, come on. Some of my favorite scenes from this trailer, I mean, the girl in the train car, you see Godzilla's reflection in the window. That is fucking terrifying. Those are like little teeny tiny moments that really just butters the bread. It bakes it to a fine golden age. It just makes it better. It's like, oh yeah, without a doubt, you can show a human POV shot of Godzilla and make it look terrifying. Absolutely. But something like that, just seeing Godzilla approach on the horizon from the reflection of a window, that's just awesome. The terror, like, fuck. Right at the beginning of the trailer, we get this train car getting thrown and getting, like, stuck into the ground and everything. It's shit's fucking fire. And you see a lot of explosions. Now, I've seen some back and forth on the Twitter, the X, as it's called, and a lot of people are saying that's Godzilla's atomic breath. And if you slow that trailer down and you look at those scenes, like, this shot over here, wherever it's going to show up, there is a blue glow emanating before that mushroom cloud essentially just... And I think it is somewhat of a safe bet to say that that could be Godzilla's atomic breath or a form of it. Because there was only 2 bombs. And... just saying. Now, also last night, when the trailer dropped on Toho's YouTube channel, it actually dropped on the US Godzilla channel as well, with English subtitles. And the one line that everybody is picking out, the one line that everybody's kind of salivating over, myself included, is, "That monster will never forgive us." What a line. Honestly, you could have just opened with that black screen with that monster, and then "Will never forgive us," and then Godzilla roaring at the end. That would have been perfect. I would have been fine. My tickets are like bought and paid for already. I mean, they're not, but had that been the first teaser, had that just been this trailer, it would have been perfect. Fantastic. I honestly don't think we need another trailer. I think we are going to get another trailer though, because it's September. This movie comes out in 2 months in Japan. I think we're gonna get at least one more. I would prefer if we didn't though, because as of right now, we haven't seen much. We've seen destruction, we've seen Godzilla, we've seen a couple other things that I need to talk about. We've heard some very lovely music. Very much so. I'm digging it. I'm sure there's trailer breakdown videos. It's like, oh, look at this shadow. That's the bad Godzilla, and there's the good Godzilla. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of things being found out now that is going to immediately outdate this video as it goes up on YouTube, but I digress. Right before we get the roaring shot, we get this one shot of Godzilla making landfall. It's covered in smoke. There's waves. You see Godzilla in the background, the sand. Again, the tone of this movie is just so uncaring about your feelings, how you feel, how you're going to feel the day this movie comes out. This movie, as my friend JR said at the Godzilla Block Party podcast, the G Show, this movie is dread incarnate, and I really couldn't agree more. Godzilla being scary is something that I think the characters kind of need a little bit more of. You know, the Monsterverse, it did its time, you know, Godzilla 2014 and such. Not that Godzilla was scary, but, you know, that more fearful aspect, of course. But now it's, like, right on back. I mean, Shin Godzilla was pretty spooky, too, but this is spooky for different reasons. Not because Godzilla looks terrifying, it's just, this man isn't stopping. You just keep on going. I love it. And now, finally, the final shot where Godzilla looks visibly hurt. You hear the two different 1954 roars kind of layered on top of one another, or at least two parts of the same roar layered on top of one another. The theory that's going around right now is the one that I personally think is what's going on here. The first bomb is dropped. The second bomb is dropped in order to kill Godzilla. And this man's just standing there, crying out in pain. And he's like, I ain't never gonna forgive you, motherfuckers. It is a lifelong grudge. I mean, the roar in and of itself, I think that just further proves we really don't need a new roar for this movie. The 1954 roar absolutely fits the tone and the idea of this movie, I think. And the 1954 roar is this weird mixture of intimidating and painful at the same time. It's always kind of had like this double negative feeling for me personally, and especially after hearing it being used in Shin Godzilla and such. Here, with this visual, it kind of just communicates a lot more than just, hey, that's a cool roar. And I dig it. I really dig it. I love this trailer a lot. I'm going to be watching it a lot. And I just want to let y'all know, I mean, my major friend group, obviously they know who Godzilla is. I mean, they're fucking friends with me. They better. And they've been to the theater to see some of the Godzilla movies that have come out in the past. But upon posting the link to the trailer, some of them are just like, yeah, I gotta fucking see this. Absolutely. Like, we're going, right? It's like, oh yeah. The trailer has that power to really suck people in. The beautiful VFX, the tone, everything that I just talked about, it's grabbing people, both inside and outside of the fandom, and that right there, even if I'm the one person in the fucking fandom that ends up not liking this movie, I will give credit for it. It's pulling people in. We're creating new fans as we're all getting hyped, and that is probably the best part. That was the best part for me last night. Not seeing the trailer, but seeing the homies going like, oh, I gotta see this. Let's go see it. Now, of course, there are a couple theories floating around. I already talked about the second bomb theory with Godzilla all charred and crispy chickened out and everything. But, you know, we have the whole there's going to be a second Godzilla theory that really kind of fell over like a limp balloon until the Bandai movie monster series Monster A listing went up on a specific website. My personal take on that is, I think it's Godzilla before the first bomb drops. I think what we see of Godzilla in this movie is post first bomb. The man is hurt, the man is scarred, the man is pissed off. I think this Monster A is actually just going to be a less mutated, less irradiated Godzilla. And if a Monster B pops up, it's probably going to be extra crispy Goji, which would be really, really cool. I mean, if not, you could just do a Godzilla store exclusive for that. Charred Godzilla? Whew! Give! Could this be the beginning of a Toho cinematic universe? I don't think so. It's been long reported that this is going to be like kind of a one-off, but that doesn't mean anything until the movie comes out. There could be a second guy. I mean, it's a weird thing with this trailer because with this trailer, it almost feels like it's all from the same sequence. Almost. Godzilla's destroying ships, he makes landfall, he destroys Japan. That could all seriously be just like one set. It could. It really could. With the exclusion of Crispy Goji. Krispy Kreme Goji. That could be a little bit earlier, it could be a little bit further down the line, we don't know. That's the magic of trailers. The context is completely... And the only thing I can add to this is, Monsterverse better wow with that Godzilla x Kong trailer, because as of right now, this is what I want. This is what I've been waiting for. I don't know what else to say. With GXK from beneath the planet of the new Empire of the Apes and everything, we really don't have anything to go off of save for the name reveal trailer and such. And me just saying that, I really do mean that in not a negative way, because this one trailer, that's it, it's done. I'm there. I'm bought. I mean, I'm bought and paid for with GXK already, even though I hate Adam Wingard. But if that trailer, that first trailer, doesn't knock my socks off, I'm gonna be a little bummed out. Just a little bit. I don't want anybody to take that negatively. I am openly inviting Legendary to say, oh, hi, Rob, I got you, and just completely blow me away. I'm here for it. I want it to happen. But as of right now, Godzilla -1 comes out in the US on December 1st, IMAX, 4DX, the whole ishkabibble. I'm going to see it. You could probably expect a movie review from me. You're gonna have to give me a day or two to like really let it settle. But for the most part, I enjoyed this trailer. Did you enjoy this trailer? Comment below, tell me all your thoughts and opinions. And we're here, fam. We're here. We have 2 Godzilla movies on the way. We have a MonsterVerse show on the way. There's a whole Godzilla Singular Point Season 2 thing that was kind of funking around for a little bit that might be true, might not be true. We'll see. 2 shows, 2 movies, 0 monies in the wallet. I can't wait. I'm living again. Yeah, I've been ShinRobjira. I'll see you all on Wednesday night with my review of whatever the heck is coming out on Wednesday. Yeah, peace.